Hey there. So I haven't recorded a video in so long, so bear with me. I also just got over a cold, and don't worry, you won't catch it because there's a screen between us. So, where am I now? Who am I now? I'm still learning. But for those who were on the commitment to singleness journey with me, hopefully through the next few videos you can see how I've just grown so much. You know, I'm at this place where, like, even if no one were to watch these videos, I know someday I can look back on them and I can see for myself, like, look where you were and look where you are now. Like, you are growing up, and it's funny to say, like, you know how you can look at younger children and you can be like, oh my gosh, you're growing up to be such a beautiful young woman, and it's an amazing thing when you can say that about yourself, when you can see for yourself, like, dude, you are truly becoming a beautiful person because God created you. You know, for me to look in the mirror and see myself and say, you are not the broken person that you used to be, and you don't make decisions like that broken person used to make decisions. You are not that person anymore. That is amazing. And how did I get here? How did I get from being so afraid to be in a relationship that you would commit a whole year to just hiding? And God worked in that year, and He has worked in the past year without me being in a commitment to singleness and flaunting it. I'm 21. I will be turning 22 in 2 months, and I'm young. I have the rest of my life to be learning things, and God isn't giving up on me. He never has, and He never will. But it's one thing to be living your life and not take risks and not be posting videos because you just want to have fun and you want to learn, and you're naive. You're naive that posting these videos, people aren't gonna criticize you, but you're young and you make decisions and you learn from them, and you get scared and you get your heart broken, but you pick yourself up and you keep going, and you make more mistakes, and then you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, I made some more mistakes, but so what? At least you learn. You know, one day I might not write a book, and no one might read it, but I know that I won't write a 15-page pamphlet. I want to write books with hundreds of pages of stories about people, about life, about growing, about learning, and about loving. I just want to learn how to love. I want to learn how to build people up, not tear them down. Because that says a lot about who I am and where I've been. If I'm tearing people down, that means I'm insecure and I'm at the bottom. So I want people to come down with me because I'm in a ditch and I need people to pull me out. And that's fine. If you're in a ditch, it's okay to be in a ditch. But don't go after people to tear them down. If you need someone to pull you up, that's awesome. But don't tear people down. I want to be the kind of person that builds people up. That I'm at the top. I'm out of my ditch. And I'm pulling people out of their ditches because I just want to walk with people. And I want to love people. I have been hurt in the past But I teach people how to love me. If I love myself, then other people are going to love me, because I'm going to have expectations that people will treat me well. And I want to treat people well, and I want to love well, and I want to build well. In my past videos, it has been all about what I've been learning and what I had been hoping to learn, but in such a way where it was just for show. I mean, I watch these videos and they're on private now, not because I'm embarrassed about them, but that was a season of my life, and that was one that I was willing to walk with you guys in, but not one that I'm willing to relive. Great things came out of them, amazing stories, testimonies to them, and God worked in them, and I watched them and I'm like, how did anyone ever respond to this? But they still exist, and if anyone ever wants to watch them, maybe. But you're young. Live your life. Come alive. Be who you want to be. Not dream about being with someone. Dream about who you want to be. And who you want to be with that will walk with you. If your identity rests in anything else, that is some shaky ground. Trust me, I've been there. Learn to love people, and when people hurt you, love them harder. That is my only advice for you when someone hurts you. Just keep loving them and lending a hand, because they're in a ditch too. Get out of your ditch and go help someone. I hope everyone that I come across can just begin to love who they are, because God loves you so much. And I can only say that. I can only believe it for you, because I believe it for myself. Because I spend time with such a loving dad. And I'm in this book called the Bible, and it's not about rules and regulations, but it's just this love letter. And it sounds so cliche, but it really is, because everything just points to how much God loves people. Like, his heart beats for people. And when you have a cause that's worthy of standing for, and you have someone worth living for, nothing will ever stop you. And there will be days where you just come to your secret spot and you're just so heartbroken and you're just crying for no absolute reason. And then you have to reapply your makeup because you want to make a video. Like, those days are going to come. Today I came here and I was playing Elevation Worship. And I was singing along to it. And I was worshiping God. And God told me to turn it off, because he wants to hear my words. Have you ever considered doing that? Shutting off everything around you. And just start talking to God and just using your own words. Your voice might be shaky and your eyes might be watery. And you might be scared and it might hurt, because he's coming into your life and he's getting into the deepest wounds of your heart, because he loves you and he wants to heal you. And it's scary. It's so scary, but it's so worth it, because those wounds will never heal unless Jesus touches them. So I hope you keep walking with me, and if you watch these videos, I hope they encourage you. And if you need anything, I'm here.